Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? The chat is going quite quickly tonight. Who we got? Hello, Pyramid Head, as always. Someday Writer 25. I hope you do someday. Leading Blind, hello. Betty Boo 4T, always a pleasure. What else we got? Epic Candle, hello. And I think that's everyone in chat for now. If you wish me to give you the shout out, make yourself known in the chat. And for the record, I knew the new Puppet Master was going to be shit because I saw the trailer. Anyway, hello, Taylor K. Mike, I think. Hello? Hello, Phobos, named after my favourite moon. Phobos 334. As I'm sure you're aware, we'll be doing more Outlast tonight. The Whistleblower DLC, which is going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I know the trailer didn't specifically tell me why it was terrible, but usually I'm a pretty good judge of character when it comes to trailers. And yeah, that from the very beginning was like... But I knew it was going to be shit even before the trailer. Because it's Puppet Master. The odds are pretty freaking high, let's be honest. Not to bash on Puppet Master, because, you never know, but still. Don't worry about the last name, no one can pronounce it. Okay, I do endeavour to try, though. Leading Blind Deus, do you ever go to review something or watch to review and draw a blank? Yes, of course. And then I don't do it. That usually is the case. If I draw a blank, I move on and just don't do it. And then if you come back to it a bit later, you'll have a bit of a better idea. In theory, anyway. How am I sounding, by the way? Is everyone, am I coming through? Can everyone hear me? Is it working right? I think it should be okay because it was sounds fine. Cool. Hello, Betty Beauforty. I like Betty Beauforty. Leading Blind. I'm going through that with frailty. Well, you do pick movies that have got a lot in them. Coming through fine, crystal clear. Time to play some fucking checkers. Absolutely. Loud and clear. Thank you all. Appreciate it. We're going to wait about 2 more minutes for everyone to get here who wants to get here. But we got a pretty healthy thing tonight. That's all I ask for. I don't want to be, Also, weirdly, the Twitch community Twitter page retweeted this stream. So we might get an influx of new people, which is weird. I don't know why they retweeted it. But, always welcome. I appreciate it. Apparently you can request a retweet as well. I didn't, because I don't know how to work anything. So I don't really do that, but you can if you really, really want them to retweet your stuff. Hello, Deusdaecon, and I do write. It's getting people to read. That's the problem. Well, The best advice I would ever give someone is advice I took from Mr. Warren Ellis, which is, if you build it, they will come, is only in Hollywood movies. If you build it and don't tell anyone about it, it will die and rot right there, and eventually you will find hobos fucking in it. So tell people. Share it. That's the best advice, and it worked. Well, I say worked. It did pretty well for me, and it's pretty good advice, to be honest. So just get it out there. If you send me something, I'll retweet it. If you need someone to do the audiobook, hello. Just saying. Of course, hobos fucking would come into it. It's Warren Ellis. Then I would recommend you actually say that. Try and articulate that part of the movie, Leading Blind. Like I'm some fucking expert. Anyway, waited long enough. That should be enough now. Oh, hang on. I need to move my mic again. Sorry if this is annoying. There we go. Right. Okay. Let's start. Here we go. Let me just check that that's coming through okay. I never can tell. There we go. Is that looking okay? It should be okay. It's been pretty stable, to be honest. For the most part. Hey, I like comic books, Sunday writer, you know. I mean, I'm not exactly someone who can actually get you recognized because I have trouble getting myself recognized, but, you know, every bit helps. Anyway, it's looking okay. Let's hit the whistleblower. I don't want to do anything more than normal. There we go. And we're going straight into it as well. Oh. A part of the facility we've never seen before. Captain jumpsuit. Is that a jumpsuit? I don't know what it is. It's weird. Hello. Okay. He goes right in for the creepiness. And I can hear that right in my ear. I think that's kind of supposed to imply that probably the scientist is just as crazy. Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. Thank you for telling me. I'm terrible with that. You didn't miss anything. I'll just tell you what's just going on. Yeah, sorry about the sound. But all that's being said was... It was just being generally creepy. Saying weird shit, like telling me to open my eyes. I think the subtitles were on as well. So that's okay. But while I'm on pause, I might as well. This is taking place just as the guy we killed at the end of the last game, Billy Hope, this is just as he takes control of the War Rider. So this is just as shit gets fucked. I can't do anything about the subtitles, unfortunately. That's just how they come. Anyway. You should be able to hear it now. In all its horrible glory. We were just subjected to the morphogenic engine. Thank you, Birdosrus. I appreciate that. And yes, it's revealed that we are the person who sent Miles Upshaw the email. Yeah, email. Yeah, pretty much nothing but Crazy Town. My headphones are still weird. Don't know why that's not working right. There we go. And send the email. Coffee. Always got to get the coffee mugs. Coffee, they're always empty. They don't actually have any coffee in them.
Mark?
We actually get to see normal people.
They've paged for you 3 times already.
Well, I say normal.
What are you doing in here anyway? I thought you were just a software guy.
Just a software guy, yes. Why is everyone, like, really ripped? It's so weird. Parts per million, yeah, those are precursors to precursors. 190 isn't bad. The doctor was predicting assembly by 150. I'm just trying to read the extra stuff. Some of the subtitles are interesting. Stress response is going to affect capillaries. Going back to Leadville to pick up... That's interesting. I wonder where Leadville is. Is that an actual place, or are we talking about a condition? There is one bit of information here that if you wait for it... Where is it? There we go. Gluskin.
We need this park guy in here now. Tell him he's got 15 seconds to keep his job.
I'm right behind you. There you go. Guided dreams. Childhood sexual with reptile imagery. I think they're referring to Chris Walker there, because in his notes it mentions something to do with reptiles, which is interesting. Cytokines. There's a lot of stuff going on. Categorical data. Yesterday you got nothing important. I want to get as much information as possible here. They'll wait till the heat death of the universe. It doesn't matter. Sexual with reptile imagery. What it says. C group. Anything but a little kid screwing with an alligator. Yeah, and then they'll repeat that as well. Anyway, we need to start messing with the morphogenic engine. And if you'll notice, Billy Hope is not actually in there yet. So this takes place before that.
Park, final. Where have you been? Functional imaging interface isn't talking to the ASL. We got a patient 30 seconds out and we're blind inside his head.
I can call into the chamber, ask them to delay.
No, I don't need another performance evaluation. Mr. Park here is going to have us up and running before we even know it.
I don't know how all this works. This is all a bit weird.
Are we happy, Mr. Park?
Steve? fMRI is still dark.
You're doubting our friend, Mr. Waylon Park? Which I consider more than unkind to his programming skill and considerable dedication to the Morgue Corporation.
Your passive aggressiveness is
Luckily,
annoying.
they're bringing him in.
That would be Gluskin. He's very important. Ugh.
Help me! Don't let them do this! Don't let them... You! I know you can stop this! You have to help me! You have...
Hey, calm yourself. This is a high security...
It's all right, Agent. Mr. Park was just surprised. I'm sure he's still calm and eager to finish his work. Take your seat. Quickly, Mr. Park. Head will need to roll if the fusion monitoring is not active when we put him in the engine. 5 seconds. 4, 3.
There we go. And that's horrific.
Back online.
And as we'll see, this is what happens to you when the morphogenic engine fails. It starts
You're finished,
affecting
Mr. Waylon Park.
your skin and
Completed.
that shit.
Don't expect anything but honesty in my review of your performance.
And yeah, we can actually watch that progress, and it's kind of nasty. But he won't stay there
Done here,
forever.
Mr. Park.
Alright,
Thank you.
shut up.
Goodbye.
Alright, shut up, I'll go.
You need to exit the room, sir.
Oh, he actually follows me. Yeah. What is that? Well, oh, it doesn't actually specifically say. Oh, it's liquid nitrogen. Of course it is. Can I read this? This is the kind of shit I really like to read. I think that's oxygen. Huh. Interesting. Why do they need so much liquid nitrogen and oxygen, I wonder? I mean, oxygen kind of makes sense. But why liquid nitrogen? They don't freeze anything. Do they? They might do. Can't remember. Shit's about to get fucked.
Somebody's been telling stories outside of class.
On the floor! Down! Hands where I can see him!
Mr. Waylon Park, consulting contract 8208. Software engineer with a level 3 security clearance. Graduated cum laude from Berkeley, but still somehow not smart enough to realize that the last thing a fly ought to do in a spider's web is wiggle. Somehow dumb enough to think that a borrowed laptop, onion router, and firewall patch would be enough to fool the world's leading supplier of biometric security.
He's confident.
Stupid, Mr. Park. More than stupid. In fact, that was crazy. I'm afraid we're going to have you committed. Mr. Park, will you willingly submit to forced confinement? Did you hear that, Agent?
He said yes, Mr. Blair.
Great.
Yeah, they're not exactly
and
subtle.
Did I just hear Mr. Waylon Park volunteer for the morphogenic engine program?
Well, that's what I heard, Mr. Blair.
That was brave indeed, Waylon. The Murkoff Corporation and the onward march of science both appreciate your bravery and sacrifice. Maybe you could administer Mr. Park here a light anesthetic.
Gladly.
I like that opening though. That's a really good setup. One thing I do find weird though is, does that guy who's supposedly in charge of everything actually know what the Wall Rider is? You know, the morphogenic program. Because why would you force someone who clearly doesn't like what you're doing to take control of nanites, to take control of something that we have seen has devastating weapon potential? It's like giving a monkey a gun. There he is. Interesting that we can actually see him there. Whoa. The lights went out pretty quickly there. And we have weird things in our vision because for us, we have actually seen the Wall Rider and the, not the Wall Rider, the morphogenic engine. So it's actually affecting us. Yeah, he's dead. Very dead. Let me just check that note. If I die. I fucked up, oh god, where am I? Hours could have passed, or weeks. Brain filled with static, they made me watch the engine. Have to get help, have to call for help. Lisa, I'm sorry. If I die, I know you'll find me. I know you won't rest until you find my body. I hope you find this camera with my corpse. I hope the evidence on it does what I couldn't, exposes the truth. Lisa, baby. I'm so sorry I fucked up. I thought I was doing the right thing, but I fucked up bad. I don't think we have any documents now. Good, good, good. Now we have to wait for someone to let us out. That'll happen to our vision quite a lot.
I'll open you up. Open you up and show you.
I can see a battery there. Now he's opened us up and will attack. But for some reason, yes, that's the guy, I think. Oh. Oh, creepy.
You! No observers! Coming in!
Okay. But first, I can now go back. I don't know where this guy went. He's here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Look at him, creepy bastard. But I can now get the battery in here. If I'm careful. He'll stay in there for a bit, I think. I don't think there's any notes. Nope. Let's just keep him in there. It's kind of creepy that these guys stare at you the entire time. Every time you're there. But I guess that's the point. Uh-oh. Got to know. There's the wall rider. Oh, shit. Shit. Piss off, piss off, piss off. Did he go? Yeah, there we go. It's a semi-serious. He can do damage, but he doesn't do a lot of damage, and he just disappears eventually. Let's have a bit of a quick... Whoa! Somebody exploded. I think that was the Allfather. Oh. Reference. I don't know if anyone watches Preacher. I swear there was another battery around here somewhere, and I want to get more than 2. Quickly check the chat 1 second. I can take a moment. No, we do not control the Wall Rider. We were subjected to the morphogenic engine, which may eventually allow us to control it. The one who controls it is Billy Hope, the guy we killed at the end of the last episode. So yeah. We're getting some new people. Anyway, hello Elysia. Sorry. Hello. Fade Outlines 7. Anyone else new? Can't tell. The Chimera Linguist. That's an interesting name. But you're all welcome. Oh, he's gonna run after me. Hello.
Big Tom, come to join our therapy session.
Is that what you call it?
Take the blade.
Okay. Oh.
Around in our friend here. Get a little red on your hands. It's always healthy to express yourself. You keep it bottled up too long and you might do something you regret. No. You're one of those. Too good for the likes of us. Think you're different? Something special?
Oh.
There are no observers here. Now, get the fuck out of here before I change my mind.
Okay. Oh, this way. Again, I think this is just to unnerve you a bit because it's very casual with who attacks you and who doesn't, because they don't attack you even though they really should. And this guy does attack you because he jumps up like a bastard and scares the shit out of me. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry. That was bad. I'm sorry. I accidentally clicked out of the... oh, God. There we go. There we go. I clicked out of the screen just as I was doing shit. Sorry. Anyway. Now I think we have a bit of story.
We get out of here through reception and then Merc Tactical clean it up.
If they get here in time, we need help now. If we get them on the radio, the National Guard could be here, but then
We don't even know the radio works.
it's shortwave. If the prison's got electricity, they've got signal.
There we
The
go.
lights are on.
No objective.
Murkoff has it under control.
Yeah, I know.
What does Murkoff have under control?
Radio.
I see no control here.
Without outside attention. You want responsibility for every legally shaky thing you did on the Murkoff Company payroll?
I did get more scared when it froze because that's a very bad thing to happen.
It's just Mr. Stop.
You're scared. You're not thinking straight. Let me make something
Okay. And that's the end of that. Okay. We should be coming up to our first... What's the word? Chaser? There's two in this. One is far more dangerous than the other. Pardon me. Yep, pitch black. Creepy guy. Ooh. Ah. There's a guy sitting there. Obviously, he's not going to do anything. It'll be fine. I can hear him already. That's just creepy. You are a creepy bastard, sir. You are creepy. You're creepy. Get a hobby. Right. Now I need to orientate myself a little bit. Oh, oh bugger. Fuck off, Billy. Right. Okay. Dead. Ah. I can hear the static it calls to me. Hello? No. Let's have a quick look at the chat. What we got quickly? Is this in VR on PC? No. No, it's not. What review would you like to remake, and what are you most proud of? Random question. I don't know. Generally, I don't really. You know, if I wasn't proud of something, I wouldn't put it up, and if I didn't actually approve of something, I wouldn't put it up. So I don't really know.
Help me, please. I'm a doctor. I need to get home to my...
Yes, you're a doctor.
You're not security. I'm a patient like you.
Sure you are.
Stole these clothes from a dead body I found. You gotta get me out of here. Please, just push the button. Open the door. We can get out of here together.
Push the button? This button? Huh? Huh? Give me a second. Anything I can pick up? But I'm sure it'll be fine. Yay! Oh. Okay. He has his fun. Be seeing you. Ooh, that's interesting. Random art. I always find random art interesting in games because they are almost always not random. What else have we got? How does Murkoff recruit these people? Do they post absolutely required, must be, and stonking great arsehole on the job ads? Yeah, probably. Where are you? Oh, Christ. Piss off, Billy. Oh, you son of a bitch. Just when I didn't want him to do that, he was an arsehole. Whoops. Oh, bugger. Ah! Ow. Oh, he's still there. Ah, there we go. Piss off. Will he do the thing, though? No, he's just going to run off. Okay. Whew. Right, that kept him at bay for a bit, anyway. I wonder if we can see outside. Not very well. A little bit. A lot of dead guys. Aha! First document. Resignation of Waylon Park. How convenient. Ms. Grant. You may receive a request for information from a Ms. Lisa Park of... Ah, okay, interesting. Why were they talking about Leadville before then? That's interesting. In the coming weeks concerning resignation of hospitalized of a husband, well, if so, please forward them to the blah 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 blah. Resigned due to previously undiagnosed mental illness. I personally visited Mrs. Lisa Park and her sons and broke the news to them with the silver lining that Murkoff Psychiatric would be graciously providing treatment. Yeah, that's... I mean, what's treatment when there's zero chance of ever getting out of here? I don't... that... yeah. Anyway. Mrs. Park has some less than charitable things to say about myself and the Murkoff Corporation. Fair enough. I assured her that with her power of attorney, she could try to fight the doctor's diagnosis of her husband's illness. However, if it were discovered that he resigned under false pretenses, okay, his insurance will be cancelled and the family will be saddled with not insignificant healthcare debts. Healthcare. Always comes down to healthcare. Hopefully she understood, but if she insists on making a nuisance of herself or tries to get around me, please let me know. This is one I want to take care of personally. I don't know why, because clearly he's done this many times. I don't know why he'd bother. But anyway. I know where to go. It's up there, but I want to have a look. There we go. Thank you. Dead guy on behind the barrels. Are you ever planning to cover the first Crow? And I've been thinking you should review Mermaids. Nice change of pace. That's not a change of pace. That's a complete fucking hairpin turn. If you're not familiar with Mermaids, it's a Cher film. Let me know if people actually think I should look at that film, because I'm still not convinced that that's a good film for me to look at. Nothing here. Up we go. I think it's this way. Yeah, that's right. Oop. Might as well. Ah, bugger. Did I just waste a fucking battery? I just wasted a fucking battery. Bastard. Ooh. Patient. Ah, if I remember the name, that would be interesting. Because then I could actually get an accurate... You know, I could actually figure out who these people were. Because some of them are named as their patient number. So that would be interesting. Uh-huh. Okay. Evening. Anything shining? This guy's breathing is really irritating. Ever seen The Devil's Rain? I've never seen the film nor the actual event. That sounds like some kind of event. Look at Cabin in the Woods. Oh, look at Cabin in the Woods for a Mermaid. Ugh. Oh God, I hate that film. Okay, I want to be a bit more sparing with my batteries because I'm running out. Oh, here we go. Here's our first chaser. Ugh. And he has his own oboes. And of course he's pretty much naked. How did he do this? I mean, that's a lot of shit to get done. And he's got shit boiling over. I mean, this is just bad practice. Nope. I would refrain from saying I should watch other reviewers. It's just not something I do on principle. It's just a fact. I'm just saying that out there. No offense to any other people out there. I just flat out don't watch them. It's just a rule with me. What else we got? Can't see. Things are going a bit quick. Okay. Oh, anyway, we got this guy. Ah! Guy's head exploded in the microwave. Not sure.
Don't you look at us. I love him.
Really? He's gonna grab an indiscriminate body part and then eat it whole. God knows what he dragged out because he didn't even. Yeah, he's he likes his food. I also notice he has a symbol. I mean, yes, very horrible and all that, but I notice he actually has a symbol carved on his chest. That's interesting. That's the first symbol we've seen so far. Interesting. And don't get me wrong, it does look like something out of Outlast 2. Anyway, he's going to do that. Oop, sorry. Where's the door? Where's the door? There's the door. I found the door. Okay. Any battery, thank you. Whew. Back to 3 at least. That's not too bad. There we go. Oh yes, thank you for showing up, Changing Stripes. I appreciate it.
I made it. I think it's safe. Can you climb up? I'm coming, Cooper. I just have to lock the. There. I'm coming. Hold on.
I don't know who's speaking. We never see them. Anyway, we gotta open this annoying thing. Why does he need to be attached to it? I've only just realised that. Did they attach him to it and then attach him to the door? Or was it attached to the door and they attached him to it? How did that work? What way round did that go? Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Right. Now we have the Heidi Sneaky. Hello, sir. This guy's name is Frank Minera. He has a fixation with eating human flesh, as you can probably tell, for when he ripped out that guy's liver. Careful, careful. There he is. He's going to come back in here. He likes to wear his buzzsaw. Don't know where he got that thing from, like. It looks handmade. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Fortunately, he's blind as a bat. There we go. Then we run. In here. In here. In here. And then up here. Haha! I knew it. That's actually difficult to... Ooh. That's... Evening. That's actually difficult to spot the first time round. This is Silky, but from before, Mr. Silky. He's the guy who talks about your silky smooth skin. Yes. And he's really determined to follow you. He's completely harmless, like. He's just a bit creepy.
I have
was that? Quee Kendall? I'm going to say that. You're very welcome. Another battery. Excellent. Take the battery. Take the battery. Thank you. I don't have an itch. No, no. You're doing fine. You do you. Here. There is a very important document coming up. Oh crap. Handcuff key. Oh seriously, will you piss off? Now I think there are multiple handcuff keys for this bit. Because I saw a key flashing on some guy's belt. I think it was this guy's belt. I saw it through the window. So I was going to collect it here. But I collected from earlier. So there must be multiple ones. Interesting. Anyway, this is the important document. Gender selection in Mount Massive contractors. Forensic revision as benefits ongoing lawsuit. Ethan. Hi. This is a request for specific legal consultation in the ongoing lawsuit by Melissa Cho. Right. At the time of Miss Cho's termination, that's a very poor choice of words considering the content. The psychosomatic effect of the morphogenic engine on female employees and patients have been well established. Already more than 7 female employees and patients have received fictitious half-term pregnancies in the matter of weeks before miscarrying the non-existent children. 5 of them fatally. Now that is key. Female employees were moved to higher floors in the facility, then to other buildings, and eventually entirely off of Mount Massive facility. That's why there are no female characters. We never see a female character. That's why. The critical secrecy of Project Wall Rider necessitated secrecy in the motivating factor for the reassignment and terminations, resulting in perceived injustice from several terminated parties. Yeah, they were actually doing Miss Cho a favour. Miss Cho has succeeded in acquiring a court-ordered FOIA release of documents surrounding her termination. Those documents will need to be generated and post-dated, providing ameliorating information while skirting the relevant secrecies of the project. Please advise. Ethan. Hi. Whatever your name is. So yes, that is incredibly important for Outlast 2. That is key. And that pretty much proves that what we see in the ending of Outlast 2, which we'll get into at some point, is not technically what's happening. So, yeah. I find that very interesting. Silky's still out there doing his thing. Right. I know Monera's going to show up at some point. We kind of went round in a circle there. Oh no, we came down here. Yeah, we came down there. And that's where we came from. And did he break through there? Oh crap.
I have to feed.
God damn it. I think he was behind me and I didn't realise. Oh, wrong way. Obviously, always go up. Always. Ow, you bastard. Anyway. You might have to actually take the handcuff out of there. Just a suggestion. Otherwise the door won't open. Never mind. Was that even necessary? What the hell? Nothing changed. I think that might be a glitch, actually. I don't think that's supposed to look like that, because that doesn't make any sense. Oh. Hello. Well, he's dead. 2 weeks from retirement. Right. That's the Cremation Room. We shall explore a little bit before we do that. Let's reload. Well, the game is fucking with me, but not deliberately. That's for Outlast 2. Outlast 2 is literally designed to fuck with you at all times. And again, we've started bitching about Outlast 2 in Outlast 1 gameplay. Anyway, there's nothing in here. I'm just wasting battery. I don't want to go there yet because it'll set off a thing. Anything? Oh, sorry. Excuse me one moment. I want to set a timer before I forget. I'm playing for what? A couple of minutes? 20 minutes, something like that. Should be fine. There we go. Cool. Give me a brief idea. Right. While we're paused, let's have a look at... I do apologise, Leading Blind. I can't do anything about which browser you're using. I don't know why it would do that. What have we got? If I were going to ask Days to review an older film, it would be The Bad Seed or Audrey Rose. Okay? Yes, what will I have to talk about when I stream Outlast 2? We've covered it thoroughly. Well, I'd probably talk more about what's actually happening and why I think it's shit. No, I'm only joking. But no, it's I would probably talk more specifically, because I'm being quite general, to be honest. Anything? Nothing much. Okay, cool. Up to date. Excellent. Cool. Where are we? Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot. Right. We have cremation. Hello? We can actually cremate some dudes. Because why not? Like it's a game of Saw. For the record, come to think of it, the Saw game, or games, there's two of them, I would like to play, actually. I'd like to play the Saw games because they are so stupid. But some bits are stupid. The plot is arguably better than some of the movies. But that's another story. But anyway, that's something I would like to do sometime. We have this. We can't jump over it, even though we should be able to in theory, but we can't because this needs to happen. Jump scare. Why is he? Why does he choose to cook people now? He was fine with, you know, raw before. I mean, I guess he did cook some of it. He cooked the guy's head. This dude is literally just a random patient. We'll find out later in one of the. I don't think he actually is the cook. He is a patient. He just likes to eat people. Because we do find documents later talking about his fascination with cannibalism and all that. Swinging light. Can I hit that with my head? I can, but it don't move. It has no physics. Ooh. Is that the same picture 3 times? That's a bit much, isn't it? Sin of Pride, Sin of Pride. Oh, never mind, 6 times. Even worse. Aha. Let's have a read. God and family. Father Clark. Far be it from me to lie to a man of God, so let me at least say that I'll do my personal best to improve the safety of your working conditions. I and the rest of the staff truly appreciate everything you do for our patients. And if you feel threatened by anybody in particular, simply let us know and we can either increase chemical restraints or administer a lobotomy. You know, just casually. Or similar calming procedures. The calming lobotomy you can get at the... just to relax yourself. Don't underestimate the contribution your sermons offer our patients, especially considering the depths and necessarily chaotic nature of hypnotherapy. Our patients need the bedrock of God and family. Not all of our poor fortunate have families to call upon, and so the burden and calling is yours. We are all of us relying on your faith and hard work. New house! Damn you! Anything, what we got? Anyone who's interested in the game, okay. And yes, going back to the Saw games, you get to play as Danny Glover's character. You don't get to play as Danny Glover. And it actually gives a bit more to his character as well. It actually explains quite a lot. It's really interesting. No problem, Leading Blind. You can watch the VOD later. It's not a problem. I know some people have troubles viewing these for some reason. Indication going up. Okay. That was helpful. Is this open? Did I check this? Oh, I did not. The Morgue. Interesting. Now, it would be a nice touch if you could actually open these and find people hiding in there. That would be clever. And just to freak you out a bit. But no, you can't open them. Yes, indeed. Hallelujah. Epic Gandalf. Wow. I can't look straight up, which always irritates me in certain games. Up we go. Thought there'd be a battery around here. Guess not. Now we got a bit of a jumping puzzle. It's like a Ubisoft game. Where are we going? Where is it? Is it there? No. Where are we going? Ah, this way. There he goes. Floating up in his big ball cloud form. He seems to only take on, like, humanoid form when he attacks. Elsewhere, he kind of just floats around in a big ball of nano cloud. Ah, stop that. And of course, we are technically slightly connected to the War Rider. So, it kind of affects us. People, is the stream okay? What? Oh, stream looks fine. You've seen the movie Terrifier, saw it on Netflix a bit ago. There's not much to it, but like a clown killing people. For a bit of information, Terrifier is an expanded version of an anthology film called All Hallows Eve. There are two All Hallows Eve. I've seen them both. The first one, which Terrifier is based on the third story in that. I'm just going to pause that for a second. Quick bit of history. Terrifier is based on the third story in the anthology All Hallows Eve. Killer Clown, very dull. I saw All Hallows Eve, the first one. The second one, not so much to do with anything. But I saw the first one and laughed my arse off. Because the second story in that is fucking hilarious. Because it's so terrible. But anyway. The main key, and I think it's something to do with the director. He loves this creepy clown character. But he doesn't seem to realise that to make something creepy, you show it less, not more. So he just shoves it in everything. And it's so crap. Yeah, I've got no interest in Terrifier because I've read the plot. It's pretty similar to the short film, just expanded, which is not saying much because it's just bleh. There's nothing to it, literally nothing to it. It's just a creepy killer clown chasing people. That's it, and I can't stand it. Sorry, but it's not for me. I don't need to see it because what is there to see? If you've read the synopsis, and this is an interesting point, I don't mean to rant, but this is an interesting point. I always say that if you can summarize a film in a very concise way, and watching it will not change anything, and you know everything you could possibly know about that film in a synopsis, what's the point? I think a synopsis should give you a bare outline. But if all you have is a bare outline, what kind of movie do you have? What does that tell you about your movie? Sorry, that's just my personal opinion. Have you ever seen Stitches then? You're really not sending me, the kind of films I watch. Honestly. I mean, I don't find clowns scary. It has to be very specific if clowns are ever scary, and not even Pennywise does it for me, frankly. Anyway, that's my short little rant for tonight. I'm sure we'll have more, yes indeed. And I think Mr. Monero will show up one more time. Which way shall I go? Creepy corridor? Right corridor. Obviously I'll go this way. There, you see? Always go the way they don't want you to go, because chances are you'll find something. Or it might just scare the shit out of you. I reject the idea that John Wayne Gacy was a scary clown. He never wore the clown makeup when he did the killing. It just so happens he was a clown and a serial killer. The two never actually intersected. That really irritates me. Oh, there he is. There's nothing in here. Whoa! Shit. That voice is interesting. That voice sounds very familiar. He'll be coming back later. I wonder if that's the same guy. Whoa! Son of a bitch. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, he's right there. Oh. This guy's got really badly strung violins on his side. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Where the hell is he? I can't get a bead on where he is. Is that him there? How did he get there? He's gonna be here. I tried to squeeze past him, it didn't work. Ah, crap. I'm not doing too well with this guy. I can never get this guy's pattern out, I will say that. No, this guy's gonna follow me to the fucking end of the earth. There we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! You son of a bitch! I'm calling bullshit on that. Anyway. I'm past that bit anyway. I think there's a... Oh, there you go. That'll stop him for a bit. But he's still not gone. He'll still be a thorn in my arse. Arguably, he is my least favourite of the characters because he literally has no character. He's just a guy with a saw who chases you and he wants to eat you. That's it. He doesn't really have much of a personality. Whoa, hello. Now, it's going to take me like an age and a half to shut the gas down. So, yeah, that guy's dead. Did he get dragged away? That's weird. Yeah, that guy's dead. There's no chance in saving that guy. Ah, oh, crap. Document. Lesser known ecological aspects of humanity. Interesting. Excerpt from 1957 and comment on IG report Operation TSD. Influencing. What the? I can't say the word influencing. Human behavior. The potential use of psychochemicals in potential action operations is well recognized, although it has not been explored as thoroughly as might be expected. Chemical Division includes it as an objective of its program to prepare. I think this is MK Ultra. To be prepared to support or make sure operations possible. Non-chemical methods of accomplishing political action operations are also included in the program. Jerry Lawler, the wrestler. Okay. Presents the above MK Ultra excerpts to Technical Services Division for budgeting and authorization of continued research into research of Dr. Rudolf Wernicke, Asset 14866, and Project Walrider. Autopsy of recovered test subjects shows chemical content of bodies, metallic tumours, that's interesting, evidence of subdermal combustion. Wow, okay. That indicate heavy psychochemical dosage. Who knew Jerry Lawler knew so much about science? I can hear you. Close the door. Oh, hello. Yeah, he was having a bit of a fun old time with the door. Have fun. We have the indication of E237 is the way we need to go. Hello, Olin Kalex. Welcome. So, did I see a battery flickering somewhere? No. That's really irritating, dude. Right, now this is the pain in the arse one, because you've got to get the right door in the right room. Let me just double check that number. 237, 237, 237, 237, 237, 237. Nope, I can't stop him from banging his head. Oh, I didn't expect that to open. Okay, 237, 231, 23. Oh, this way.
Come to me.
Fuck off. There we go. That was easy. Wah! Son of a bitch. God damn it. That scared the crap out of me. I didn't expect that to happen. I'm gonna... Hopefully if I stay here, I'll be fine. Although that hasn't really worked out in the past. Yeah, 2D reference I'm pretty sure is a Shining reference. It kind of has to be at this point, let's be honest. Hello, Nick. Welcome, Nick. I don't know if I mentioned, but I like your latest creation on Facebook. It's very nice. What do we got? Anything? Nothing. Cross. I think we go this way. And he's going to appear behind me. No, that wasn't him. Okay, good. Ah, here we go. Another document. Project Wall Rider patient status report for Frank Manera. There he is. Frank Antonio Manera. Minimal morphogenic engine activity and only at extreme. And only at extreme levels of hormone therapy. Dream states return repeatedly to images of isolation and betrayal. Just click my fingers, sorry. Zero lucid state. Heavy bronchial accumulation consistent with patients with histories of tobacco and marijuana. Interesting. Exceptionally low REM activity. At the time of this interview, Frank was down to 155 pounds from his admission weight of 228. He was lethargic and largely non-responsive, exhibiting interest only in the hypnotherapy script pattern 9, in brackets Wernicke, whatever the hell that means, concerning drinking blood from the chest of sleeping men. That is quite similar to the Alp, which is otherwise known as the Wall Rider, interestingly enough. It's a Scandinavian legend, I believe. Could be wrong there, somebody will correct me. He continues to refuse baths, that's lovely, or the attention of a barber outside of general anesthesia, stating, "If I cannot partake, I cannot share." Recommend forced nutrition for Mr. Manera if we cannot find something he likes to eat. Oh, I think we found it. Right. I can hear movement.
Go away.
Oh,
This is my place.
Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me there.
You're gonna get me killed. Fuck off.
You fuck off. I'll do what I like. Oh, again, I didn't expect these doors to open. Welcome back, Leading Blind. You're always welcome. Right, what do we got? Whoop. He's in there. Don't know how the hell he got in there. Oh, there he is. Ho ho ho. Duck and dive. That's not my job. Back me back. Give me your battery. Bastard. Which way is he coming? Which way is he coming? Apparently. Oh, there he is. Haha. Right, we need to go this way. Up we go. There we go. Woohoo! Yeah, we're kind of safe from him for now. For now. But once we get out of here, he'll disappear. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. I completely forgot what I was doing. Do not turn the valve. That's actually an interesting point. How much does that turn off things, I wonder? Who has a severed arm? This is a different guy. We're not playing the same guy as before. This is Waylon Park. Before it was Miles Upshaw. So this is the guy who sent Miles the email that got him there. This takes place before the first game. So yeah, sorry if that was a confusion. Right. I'm just going to wait here because he should be on patrol. And he might walk around there. Because if he walks round, I can go around the other way. Cause it's arranged like a circle. So I can walk around the other way and avoid him. And then we can just get the fuck out of here. Where are you coming from? Son of a bitch. He might have changed up his pattern by now. Yeah, dinner bells, piss off. God, I hate that guy. No, I did not. Leading blind. No, I did not. Right, now we have to get back to... it's right here. Convenient. Yeah, that guy's dead. Is he dead? Is he dead? Yep, he's pretty dead. That is a weird loading screen. That only happens once. And I don't think it ever happens in the first game either. It might happen, actually, come to think of it. But they're weird loading screens that just happen for a second and it just freaks you out. Anyway. And it dropped my camera. This is actually really creepy and one of my favourite parts of this, the DLC, actually. What the hell? Oh, it's this way. Because now, because of the fog and the water particles in the air, which is quite clever, you can't use the night vision because it's incredibly bright. So it can fuck with you a bit.
No! No! You were mine!
Well, there you are. Hello. Haha! I didn't realise he popped out the window. But yeah, he's gone now. That's it. He's gone from the game. Yeah, and it was kind of boring. It's people running about. Let's just read this document. Not document, it was a note on it. There's quite a few of these. Let's just go through these. There's a radio in the prison shortwave. If it's electronic, I can make it talk. Make it work for me. There's hope, Lisa. I'm coming home to you. My mistake was subtlety. Like you always said, I thought leaking information to a few journalists was a safer way. I didn't want the spotlight, the attention. Murkoff is dangerous. I know that. I thought I had to be subtle for your sake, Lisa, for the boys. But I should have exposed what Murkoff is doing to the world. I should have shouted to anyone and everyone. I can't die, not before I reach the radio. They can't cover this up now. It's too broken, too dangerous. The doctors are sick. I've never seen a man die before today. Never seen a dead body outside of a coffin. Dozens today, murdered and worse. I looked into one man's eyes as another tore him to pieces. Claimed he was a doctor. Then saw the rags they dressed me in and changed his story. Said he was a patient. Could have been either. They're all crazy, all sick. No real difference between them now. The therapy is spreading. And what am I? I watched this man die and only thought, it's not me, thank God. I know I'll die someday. I don't want to be murdered. Don't ask to see my body, Lisa, when I die. When you finish the lawsuit, let you pry this footage from Murkoff's army of lawyers and corporate hitmen. Don't make them show you my body. Just bury it or burn it. Let my sons remember me whole. That man is eating human flesh. He looks at me and I see anger, a little desire, but more than anything, hunger. Please don't make them show you my body. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Satisfaction. I scream. Oh, a scream. Is it him, the cannibal? Could be. Pleasure or pain, I won't guess. I'm not sure he'd even know. His voice sounds like something I wanted while watching the engine. Its only message is hunger, to crush and consume. I'm going to try to forget it, Lisa. If I get out of here, I'm going to come back to you. That's an interesting one. I would honestly have to look up my PC specs, Kendall. I cannot remember them, but they are severely out of date, if you need to know that. I can just about play something like The Witcher 3. I can play that on fairly decent settings, to give you an idea. But that's about it. Yeah, but it is severely out of date, and I need to upgrade it, frankly. But it doesn't work that way because it's expensive. Can't go through there. You can hear movement. That's nice and creepy. The music's picking up. Oh. Oh, I didn't realise we're barefooted. That's interesting. Because if we're barefooted, then technically every patient should be barefooted. So who's leaving these boot prints? I don't know if every patient is barefooted, to be honest. Ow. We're perfectly safe, by the way. That was just something to fuck with you. Wow. There's just a load of body parts just here. Wow. Ooh. Jump over. Right. Sorry? Oh. They're really coming out now. There's a lot of them. Counted at least 3 or 4 there. No. Ah. It's all very quiet. It's quite peaceful. There's a lot of red in there. More phones off the hook. Nope. They're talking. Weird sounds from all directions. Am I going the right way? It feels like this is the right way to go. Oh, hello. That's what you were doing. Oh, that's what that is. He's throwing a head into a basket. He's playing basketball with a head. Lovely. You'd think that'd be kind of like playing with fruit. It would just kind of get a bit too mushy after a while. Goddamn fog. So this is... I find it hard to believe that there's nothing this way. It's a bit odd. Yeah, I definitely checked that door. And I can't even attempt to open that door. Huh, okay, so I guess there's not much this way. Oh, okay, there you go. That's a bit cheap. You have to go one way and do nothing, and then the door opens. That's a bit cheap. I don't like that. I hate it when games do that. Like, they have these weird... Like, in games, you have certain, like, flag moments, I call them, where you have to put a flag in the game before you can actually progress for no real reason. I'm not a fan of that. I like to be able to play games at my own pace. I don't like being forced into watching something. If I see something, then I find that, you know, that's a cool moment and it's interesting. But if you're forced, if you're railroaded into seeing it, it's not as good. No. Anyway, we got to go down here. And hopefully this fog is going to clear up soon. Battery. No battery. We got 6 though, surprisingly. And jump. Hello? Oh, hello. I'm right here. Yep, I'm right. I don't think you're... Oh, okay. Have fun. Do I drop down? Yes. And I think the fog should be clearing up now. Ooh, that's weird. A lot of wheels. Nobody just noticed that. There's just random wheels. Trailer wheels. There we go. Nope, still got the fog. Somebody's counting. That's messed up. They made a sort of impromptu guillotine. But we'll get to see that more closely in a second.
He looks...
Oh god, it's the Dong twins. Really? Yep, it's the twins. I don't think they can actually hurt you though. I went the right way. I do not want to go the right way right now. I want to go this way. There's nothing here. Anyway, this is the impromptu guillotine they made. I don't know if it would make such a clean cut, but you know, I admire the effort. Oh boy. The music's really freaking me out. Oh, there's the Dong twins. Now, I assume if you get too close to them, they will fuck you up. So, let's not do that. Oh, that's messed up. They're still playing basketball with body parts. Yep. Oh. Yep. You might want to clean out the net. Oh crap. Yep. I'll just get out of your head. How am I a spoil sport? I did nothing. He's the guy who missed the net. Anyway, that's that over with. That's all we see of the Dong twins, by the way. They won't show up again. It's just a sort of cameo for them. No documents anyway. So, there we go. Patient Samur. Kurt, we've got another one, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to check it off as psychopathic proximity disorder. Security guard, all the way up in the admin block, is our latest non-patient employee to start seeing Wernicke's fairy tales. He was never directly exposed to the engine, never even made it below level 1 in the building. It would be an enormous breach of protocol and security if doctors were speaking of the wall rider within hearing of a contracted security guard, and seems vanishingly improbable that he would stumble upon such an obscure mythological story on his own. It's too similar to the Dr. Samul case, I don't know how you pronounce that name, or the others before him, and it's one thing for formerly sane medical personnel to fall under the delusions of their patients. It's another thing entirely for those believed to be, I don't know, airborne. We need to talk in person. Billings. Yeah, that just kind of proves that the wall rider thing was almost as if it was lying in wait and sort of seeding itself around the facility, so when it actually did strike, everything went to shit all at once. That's what it seems like anyway. Let's take a quick rest stop. Hello, Fail Pants. Nice to see you. Thank you for singing the theme song that I don't use anymore. What we got? Deus. Next review. No idea. I really haven't had a chance to think about it yet. It's kind of up in the air because the problem is, with the next Puppet Master film, I want to do something extra special with it. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I might, if I can actually get the resources to do what I want to do for the next Puppet Master film, then that might be it. But I don't know. I'm not saying it's definitely the next Puppet Master, because in theory I want to do some Patreon requests, because those have been waiting too long. Sorry, I can't be more. Hello, Poison Dreamer. Deusdaecon, are you going to do Condemned 2 Bloodshot? I would love to play Condemned 2 Bloodshot, because I love Condemned 2, and I think it's better than the first one, which is a controversial opinion. Unfortunately, it's not available on Steam. It's not available in digital form. I have to buy it disced. I have to buy a disc version, which is difficult. In theory, I can get it, but it's just taking the time and actually doing that. What else we got? I think that's all the... Is that all the things? It's interesting to see how fast this place went to shit before Miles shows up. Yes, it did actually go to shit quite quickly. Excuse me while I just take a quick drink. It's a bit warm. Thank you to everyone who's following me. I'm getting more following emails. Wow. That was 2 in quick succession there. Sorry. Has anyone seen Pin? I don't know what that is. Is Condemned 2 the game that was changed to adult rating? I don't think so. I think it was always an adult rating because it was always a pretty violent game. So I don't know about that. Okay, I keep thinking of the Wall Rider as more of an actual mystic force, more magic and spirit than the fucking nanomachines. I mean, that's a good way of thinking about it, because he does kind of act that way. But at the end of the day, it's a cloud of nanomachines that can fuck you up. That's basically all it is. It's just basically to say, it's, as nanomachines often tend to be, they are magic without being magic, if that makes sense. I was born in the 80s, so obviously I don't want to watch movies from the 80s. And I know people are going to say the best movies are from the 80s, but that's debatable. Welcome back, Olin Calix. If anybody's wondering, I'm just having a quick break. Okay, cool. Does that mean you're not interested in movies from the 1930s, 1970s? Because those are the horror movies this old lady grew up on. No. I'm interested in all movies, but if you say to me, specifically 80s movies, I can't tell you because I don't really look at them like that. I just think of specific movies. But the older the movie, I find more interesting because because the older the movie, there's a lot more to talk about. And especially, you know, for any kind of cultural significance as well, is always very interesting to me. Yeah, I was pretty much the same there. Epic Candle. I was born a bit earlier though. Just a question. A while back I mentioned I created an RE style horror game with a setting story inspired by The Thing. Do you recall me mentioning that? Don't think so. On here? On Twitch? Or on YouTube? Where are we talking? So I get a lot of comments. I can't remember them all, unfortunately. Anyway, while that's happening, I'm just going to return to game. Do I read any horror comics? I have read horror comics. I don't necessarily own any. Not that I think of. I mean, it depends on what you consider horror comics. But I'm not... Then don't give me a pencil. But yes, I'm not adverse to the idea of reading horror comics. Yeah, if Hellblazer counts as horror, then yeah. But it's a bit difficult. Ah! Ah! I knew that guy was coming, but for some reason, because I actually stopped him from moving, he kind of stayed there a bit longer than I was expecting, so that kind of freaked me out for a second. Can we guess Deus's favourite Scream Queen? I highly doubt it. But, I mean, it kind of depends on what you call a Scream Queen. To be honest, there's not actually that many to choose from. So it's probably really easy. That phone's doing the thing and it's not even off the hook. Now you're just being annoying. Oh, there's a ladder there. Is this open? No. His favourite Scream Queen is Jeffrey Combs. I love that. I don't even know who Liana Quigley is. Call me whatever. If that's sacrilege, do let me know, but I don't know who Liana Quigley is. Barbara Crampton's a good one.
Don't trust them. They'll tell you it's science,
But it's not.
it's not. They were waiting for us in this place. Billy understood. They've always been here.
I have not seen Return of the Living Dead. Sue me on that one. Sorry if I keep stopping it. I'm trying to keep up with chat. Oh. I missed him. Somebody's having a very low frame rate fight in there. I don't know what the hell's going on there. It's like it's a projection. I'm blanking on Ginger's real name. Do you mean Ginger as in from Ginger Snaps? Are we talking Catherine Isabel? Which way is opening? Oh, it's that. Let's close that. Just gonna pause that for a second because yes, everyone hates it when you have a low frame rate fight. But people who are actually bothering to guess my favourite Scream Queens, if you're even going to call them that, I don't consider them Scream Queens because Scream Queens implies a slasher film. Well, I would give it to I like Ashley Lawrence. Ashley Lawrence, Hellraiser. Not any other Hellraiser, thank you very much. Just the first one. But that's a good one. That's a good one. Somebody did say Barbara Crampton, which is also a pretty good one. Oh, and Emily Perkins. I'll give Emily Perkins that. Because, yeah, I like Emily Perkins. And she keeps popping up every so often in other things I watch, which is freaking me out. Oh, yes, and Hellraiser 2, I forgot. Hellraiser 1 and 2, sorry. Didn't saw my last post. Don't saw my... okay. But would you ever have an interest in giving my horror game a play someday? It's on Steam and completely free. I mean, I guess. Especially if it's free. I mean, I don't know. I mean... I guess. I can't promise anything. But, you know, always a possibility. I'm not adverse to the idea. I've said that quite a few times tonight, actually. Scream Queen is an actress associated with horror films, particularly a survivor girl. Okay, there you go. Ashley Lawrence, Hellraiser, Hellraiser 2. No other Hellraiser. Who else did I say? Barbara Crampton's a good one. And Emily Perkins is another good one. Although I don't think she technically counts. Especially not for 2. But I say it counts. Does Dennis Hopper count? No, he does not count. Anyway. Close that. It's not going to help, but whatever. And just double check. Because we're about to get fucked over. Like everything in this game, when you try and interact with a piece of technology, you get screwed. Welcome back, Taylor. Hey, Mike. Hello. Sorry. Ow.
Waylon, you couldn't just keep your mouth shut. You couldn't just play along. But you're done talking now.
Uh-oh. I know that roar.
Do me a favor and die here, Park.
Oh boy. Yeah, oh. Here he comes. We've missed you. Yes, son of a bitch. Hello. Fuck you, Chris. Haha, he didn't even notice me. Oh, now he noticed me. Close that. There we go. Fairly simple. And that's all we'll see of Chris Walker, by the way. He won't show up either. Sadly. Because he's arguably the most iconic thing about this game. You might want to leave. He's going to pull your head off.
Attention Murkoff personnel. An emergency evacuation is in process. Please proceed immediately to the administrative block to exit. Patients under restraint are advised to remain calmly in their rooms until compromised. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, hello. Hello, Father Martin. He's preparing. Kind of like Jigsaw preparing a game.
Another poor soul. Don't be afraid, you're doing his work, whether you know it or not.
Sure. At least he's, you know, at least he's pleasant. Where are we? Okay. Apologies, just checking chat. I just want to make sure. We should know this place quite intimately now.
No more sickness! No more nightmares! I'm not the sick one, you lying motherfuckers! Fuck you!
Calm down.
Don't you fucking look at me! No more sickness! No more nightmares! I'm not the sick
Whoa.
one! You lying motherfuckers!
He's actually a different character model, because technically he has the same head as this guy. But his mouth's different. Sorry, that's a random thing to point out, but it's interesting. Shut up. Miscarried profits. Rick. Oh, he's talking to Rick Traeger. Fun hitting the greens last week. We should make the drive more often. Was reviewing some old test records from the early days of Project Wallrider, and something sparked my interest. Were you following the project back in 2010? Apparently we had issues with female employees experiencing psychosomatic pregnancies. Something to do with how the morphogenic engine interacts with the immune system. All Greek to me, am I right? It was more often fatal than not, and these were employees and not patients, so a little harder to sweep under the rug. But the morphogenic engine activity in these ladies' marrow was off the charts. That's interesting. That means their immune system was... That's where it was creating all the nanites. That was where it was coming from the most. I mean, that kind of makes sense. And these women are... who were never even exposed to additional hormone therapy. Now, I don't know ppm from a kick in the teeth, but I can read a spreadsheet. And if the projected profits for Project Wall Rider are half what they say they are, I've just got one question. Why aren't we performing experiments on women? God knows mental illness is an equal opportunities affliction. Seems unethical to pass up on such a potential windfall. Maybe they did. Maybe they went to Temple Gate, which is the location in Outlast 2. Oh, for God's sake, shut up. He's calmed down a lot in the first game. The first part. Oh, that's right.
Oh God, one of them's coming. It's not even human anymore.
That was mean.
Block it. Shut it in.
This is before this place went to hell. That opened up, obviously, for later. Does this open? Yes. Let's change the battery. Okay. This place is a lot nicer than it was the last time I was here. I guess that guy who was hitting another guy really messed it up. Down there is the way, but that's... Ironically, we don't actually want to go back to the morphogenic engine. That's where we came from. We came from the center of the facility and we're trying to get out, whereas Miles was doing the exact opposite journey. Oh, shit. Whoa, hello. I don't remember you showing up again. Son of a bitch. Oh, he's still coming. Windows, his one weakness. I can't jump back in. But yeah, now that's the last of Chris Walker. He just randomly shows up to chase you. But ironically, now that Chris Walker's disappeared, now the game gets really fucked up. Wow, that really does not much. Oh. Something blocking that. Deusdaecon, by the way. Oh right, I was mentioned, was I? Good for him. Where the hell am I? Oh, here we go. Does it? Oh, wait, no, this is where I came from, isn't it? Yep. Sorry. Ah, there it is. That's why. It was trying to tell me that the door was blocked. Hello? Well, that's creepy. I like it. Don't know why he sounded like the Joker. I apologise for missing something there. People are talking about Alasia. Yeah. I hope things work out. Apologies, I missed something there. I don't mean to miss things. If it's something I need to know, let me know. Oh, you're alive. Shit. The groom. Ah. Above the knee, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gluskin's table to make a place to push inside. The groom will make himself a bride. Oh dear. And it's just that over and over again. Technically a Shining reference there. You know, kind of like the... Oh. I don't know why I'm opening this up. There's no need to. Wolves are out. What music they make. There's someone there? No. What am I missing? Shit, let's get the shit out of me then. Is it talking about my lack of funds for transitioning? Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I know all too well about lack of funds and everything. That's something. Ah. That's worrying. Why am I going down here? Oh, that's right, I remember. Right, that's the way to go. Obviously, I'm going to go over here. Nothing. Not even a battery. I can hear someone giggling like a moron. Ugh. Ugh, stagnant leech water. Nasty. This is not going to be good for the feet. Or anything, considering. Well, the leeches look better than the ants did in the last bit. Oh, quickly. There he is. Hello, Gluskin. We meet again. That's his first showing up. He's a lot more animated than the other antagonists. He doesn't mind having a chat while he chases you. Gluskin will be an upcoming chaser, as I like to call them. But he's got a lot more to him than most of the others. And he's profoundly fucked up. He is the most fucked up character in this game. By none. Bar none, rather. And we saw Gluskin at the very beginning. We actually saw Gluskin get put into the morphogenic engine at the start. You know, the big glass ball thing? Whatever those things are. So, yeah. That's why his face is fucked up. We'll see him, and half of his face is fucked up, and it got fucked up when being in the machine. Because for some reason it causes... What was it? Psychic internal combustion or something like that? It's weird. Can't remember the actual words they used. Right. Now, if I remember correctly, this is a bit of a dick move. Oh, I hate that. He's having fun. I can't use that. That's irritating. I don't like that. We're going to have to run. We'll... Never mind. Oh, there he is. Hello. I'm right here, dude. Anyway, I'm going to run. I don't like being in the fog. Anyway, that's supposed to turn off... there's an electrical fence that we have to turn off. Over here. Is it over here or is it over there? I can't remember. No, it's definitely not over there. That's where we came from. Idiot. Ugh, it's over here. This is the electrical fence we had to turn off. We have now turned it off. But the fucking Joker turns it back on. Arsehole. So we have to go back and do it again. Wasn't this way, was it? Oh, no. I'm getting turned around so easily. It's terrible. Anyway. Yeah, we have to pretty much do the same thing again. Just so they can actually give us a jump scare this time. It's kind of cheap. There's a guy in the rafters. Somewhere. He is now gone. There's this. Oh, there's ants everywhere. And this time, we really do have to run. Boom! Go to hell. Nope. It doesn't get stopped. This way. Where is he? I always like to see him when he appears. I don't think he's here. Missing or some Lecter references over here. My references are never missing. They arrive precisely when they mean to. Like that one. Ah, cool. Now we are away. Just a quick check of the chat. Things are going quick. I don't want to lose things. Jump scares can be an art. It's just that most movie makers are using the fingerprint equivalent. Oh, finger paint. You mean? Yeah, finger paint. Sorry. Yeah, it's true. A jump scare is actually a lot harder to be effective. We're talking about effective jump scares. Effective ones are a lot different to just a jump scare. Also, I love that picture of Pinhead that Pyramid Head just shared. I love that picture. What we got? Yes, you can post links, but I will be monitoring that. I do not want it to get ridiculous, please. I don't have any kind of modding software, but I will make sure and, you know, moderate that myself if need be. Because I don't want it to get ridiculous. 1 or 2 is fine, but if you're spamming constantly, then we might have to have discussions. There's another dead guy. Everywhere I look, there's just a random dead guy. Almost as if the game is saying, I got here first. Yes, the whole modding stuff, not modding as in modding games, but mods for the chat. I do intend to get mods and all that stuff, but I'm still very new to Twitch and I'm still not quite understanding anything, but we shall consider that a bit later. What's that? Is that what is that? It's reflecting. Is that a reflection? Hang on. Can I go in here? Oh, I can. What is here? I've never been here before. I can hear like one of those really stock screams that you hear in everything. Am I supposed to go this way? Did I just accidentally go the way I'm supposed to go? Oh, am I just going back the way I came? I think I might be going back the way I came. I am having such a brain fart right now. Yeah, I'm going back the way I came. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh yeah, I just came out of there. What a twat. Sorry. I'm being such a twat. That is almost identical to a moment in the very first Amnesia game, and I have to wonder if that was deliberate. If it was deliberately designed to sort of bring back the memories of that. Because it's almost exactly when the invisible water monster shows up in Amnesia. The bullshit water monster, by the way. And I've always wondered if that was intentional. Is there anything over there? No. Okay. Now there's a lot, but that's the way I gotta go, but there's a lot of places I can go. I'm guessing these are all closed off, though. That's the way I came from. I keep forgetting where I've come from. Boom. There he is. Hello. Lovely. I'm missing these. This is what the game is. He's playing alone and losing. That. Oh, this is the guy who was throwing the balls and shit. There is a mathematical proof. If you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 and so on to infinity, you can arrive at an answer. If you stop shy of infinity, you have an indescribably large number. If you continue all the way to infinity, you arrive at 1/12 negative 0.0833333333. Repeating. I'm losing my grip on things. No shit. I'm thinking about the drive here. 400 miles in a rented truck. The job that shows up just in time to cover our bills, our debts, the insurance. The boys sleeping in the back. Nothing but AM radio, gospel, country western, late night... What was that? Late night paranoid talk radio. We sang Patsy Cline songs and laughed at conspiracy of aliens and ghosts. Mile marker number passing in headlights. I don't want to die here. Down, down, down. Somebody who looks as much like a priest as this place looks like an asylum, writing instructions on the wall, talking about God. God tells me not to be afraid. How was I ever part of this inhuman bullshit, greed-driven moral genocide? The monsters Murkoff ripped from tortured minds, the lengths that Jack booted business school worms will go to protect it. Pardon me. Their own men slaughtered. I've never prayed in my life, Lisa, but if some small-minded interventionalist God is listening, kill Jeremy Blair before I die. Sanity and avarice. There's no pain he doesn't deserve. There is no radio, no hope of reaching the outside world, only escape. An easy way out. It would be so easy. I don't believe in it anymore. Getting the truth out. There is no truth, only lies we've accepted too long to double back on. It's our children, Lisa. I would take the easy way out if it wasn't for the boys. Damn this place to hell. I'll suffer anything to get out of it. Right. Okay. Hello, Otto the engineer. Right, let's continue on. Ooh, chains. Almost like the alien should show up. Batteries, batteries. See there? I heard him. This is very reminiscent of Alien. Am I right? Is anyone else getting the Alien reference here? Whoa, that was fucking close. Jesus. But yeah, I am so getting Alien vibes. That's really weird. What a bizarre choice. Oh, right, yeah. I was thinking there, what else was there? We'll go up here. I kind of want to go around the entire perimeter of this just to make sure. Yeah, nothing. Whoa! He went far too further than I thought he would. Interesting scenery. It'd be so cool if they put more things in the background. Just random shit. Just to sort of freak, you know, just freak you out a bit. So they could do something with that. Even that flickering there for some reason is a bit weird. But I like that shit. I like little things like that. Make a jump. Deus, could you summarize the game? So far I'm so lost. Okay. Do you want me to summarize the first game, or do you want me to summarize this game? This is the DLC to the first Outlast. I'm just going to do a quick summarize for people who don't know. Deusdaecon, if you had to pick from the latter Hellraiser films, which would be your favourite? Fuck. That's the worst kind of Sophie's choice. Jesus. Okay. To give you a bit of an overview for where we are so far, we are playing Waylon Park, who is different to Miles Upshur of the first part of Outlast. Waylon Park is the person who sent the email to Miles Upshur. This takes place before Outlast, when everything went to shit. It started with us sending the email, getting caught, and then getting incarcerated in the asylum. Then everything went to shit, and then we've just been running ever since. That's pretty much it. We're running from the Wall Rider, who likes to show up every so often. The guy who beat us up, that was Jeremy Blair, I think his name is. He owns everything, and he obviously doesn't want us to get out. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up, I think. Also, I really like Poison Dreamer. I really like the Alice games. I think the first one was slightly better than its sequel, although the sequel looks better because the first one looks kind of outdated. If you tell people that Hellraiser Judgment is my favourite, even in jest, that is still a terrible insult. Anyway, we need to make a jump. Excuse me. And it doesn't go well. I'm glad that summed it up for you. He does kind of get as fucked up as Miles does. Also, Alasia, I approve of that picture. I approve of the angry god. Oh dear. Hello. Hello, Dennis. Or Timmy, rather. Yes, I like American McGee, even though he's a bit weird sometimes, and he doesn't think his ideas out properly. Because I would have loved to have seen his take on Wizard of Oz, but because he didn't establish a proper actual game, he just had concepts, which for him is enough. I get that, but he didn't establish enough concepts for people to actually back it on Kickstarter, which I think, if he did, it would have been a lot more successful, which is a shame, because I liked the concept art he put up. And I like his art in general. Where are we now? People are... I hate that beeping. Okay, cool. That man we saw is named Dennis, even though he said Timmy. I'll explain why his name is Dennis in a minute. Sacrificial goat.
He just likes to hear himself talk. We need a goat. There's reason here. To bear our guilt, our gender, a small piece of flesh between us and the blade. You want to give him to Gluskin. That's the idea. I don't want to get Gluskin's attention. He'll hurt us. He'll hurt you.
There he is.
You'd make a pretty woman. No
He's one of them
sense in
anyway.
pulling a mad dog's tail. We feed him a goat and leave him alone.
Does he move off? Yeah, I said Wizard of Oz. Long story. Nothing came of it, sadly. Hey, what the hell? You didn't reload the battery. Thank you. That's one thing I've noticed about this game that's really irritating, is that there's been a lot of bugs showing up in this live stream, which for a game that's at least what, something like 5 years old with a sequel already out, that's inexcusable. I mean, granted they're not game-breaking bugs and they're kind of funny, but they really shouldn't be in the game at this point. It's a bit ridiculous. Sorry. People are talking about Discord again. I don't know what Discord is. It's new and unusual, and anything new and unusual is alien to me. I don't do well with technology. I have enough hard times grasping my own technology as I do.
A gift for the groom.
Oh, that was right in my ear. Right. So he's freaking out for no reason, which is really irritating because he's revealing shit. You should know better than to mention my version of the squirrel moon. Yes. Deusdaecon. Can send you a link to your Twitter if you want to check it out later. Yes, that'll probably be better because I can't really pay attention and click things on chat. So if you want to send me things on Twitter, fair enough, and I will give me all relevant information on Discord because people keep talking about it. So I'll get that sorted. So please send that onto my Twitter if you can. I know it's a chatting. I'm wasting battery for fuck's sake. I know it's a chatting service, but yeah. This is a cool moment. I like this because he's like, because first his eyes show up, then his body, and then you realise he's just hanging there. He's a dead dude. It's a nice touch. He's definitely dead though. And ironically, he's not a patient. He's not a patient, and he's not in doctor's outfit, and he's not in a guard's outfit. He's in just a random suit. Anyway, what did it say? No. Wise men. Back inside. Like the harder I try to escape, the deeper I get. Dead men aren't a surprise anymore. Suicides seem wise. Let's go through here and talk to Dennis.
Quiet!
Hello.
If they catch us,
Oh, that isn't Dennis.
him, the man downstairs, and very bad, very, very bad. God, oh God.
That's not Dennis. Dennis has a very distinctive voice. That's a guy I think will show up later, actually. Batteries? No.
Kill the
hello.
rats! He's here! Inside the walls! Kill
Rats
him!
in the walls. Interesting choice of words there.
This idiot wants to die!
Okay. I don't know why he said that. That seemed out of place. Aha! Yes! I knew there was one here somewhere. Thank you, Alasia. I shall look at it later. I appreciate it. And where the hell am I going? This way.
There's a leak pissing down
Interloper.
water and clam. Drill a hole in anything. The hell I hear.
We're hearing about 3 voices, but as I'm sure you can tell, they're all 3 very similar voices because this guy is disassociative Dennis, as he is known. Disassociative, I believe, is known. He has multiple personality disorder. DID. In theory, anyway. That's why we only ever see one guy. It's a nice touch. It's a bit too obvious, but it was alright. Oh crap. Didn't mean to do that.
What do you think? Oh,
See?
he'll do. Wait, for once we agree.
Whoa, I can't see. Where am I going? Aha.
We lost it.
Jump. we go. Unfortunately, this is where they wanted us to go.
Give him other flesh, and he spares ours. Fucking idiot. He delivered his own self to Gluskin's hell.
Yep, that's never good. By the way, I should say, things are about to get quite fucked up. And I noticed there was a lot of talk of the ideas of gender in the chat. So I'm just warning you now, that kind of topic is going to get fucked up in this game. And I'm saying that now just because it's something that came up. So, yeah, just a big warning if you're not aware. You should be aware at this point, but if you're not, big warning. Because even for me, it gets pretty fucked up. Yeah. And in case you need to know how fucked up, this fucked up. That is exactly what you think it is. Good God. What fresh hell. A man's body, mutilated and bent to mimic or mock the moment of birth. The kind of thing a man cannot see without changing in some irreparable way. Lisa, I was with you when both our boys were born. It was, until recently, the most miraculous thing I had seen. Completely outside of reasonable belief. And yet somehow, central to everything I've come to believe since, you always said I was too literal-minded. Tried to turn everything into an if-then statement. Lately, I've widened my horizons. How can things I've seen here be? But I know the answer. Money, profit, things we made just because we could. Yeah, and that's the tip of the fucking iceberg, seriously. So, yeah. Welcome home. Now we have Gluskin to deal with. Which is going to be fun. Because he's quite persistent. And tricky. Because you need to be quite precise. But it's not unreasonable. It's not... I don't think I've ever actually died to Gluskin. Which, me saying that means I'm going to die at least 3 times. Anyway. And let's be honest, we're pretty close to the end. We're about 3/4 of the way through. So, we might as well finish it, frankly. Jump scare.
Darling.
Hello. Aren't you, fun? He takes a shine to us. Oh yes, he does.
Did I frighten you? I'm awfully sorry, I didn't mean to. We've met before, haven't we?
Yes.
I know I've
Yes, we
seen your
have.
face. It may be just before I woke up. Although it seems like it's been now being here with you. Let me fill you up.
Please don't fill me.
You could make me whole. I could fill that emptiness inside you.
Please don't. And again, another flag moment. He opened the door we're supposed to take out of here. Whoa, shit. Motherfucker. What did I say? What did I say? I knew the bastard would kill me. I was trying to be fucking clever. I shouldn't be clever. I should just be fucking careful with it. Well, at least I called it. Do I have to do this thing again? No? Is he already coming? Yeah, okay. See, I was trying to be clever, and I was trying to get away behind him. I was going to get him to come in, and I was going to go behind him just as he came in. But I shouldn't be clever with it. Right, fuck being clever. I'm just gonna run.
Wait for me.
Wrong way. There he is. Nice dress. He likes to sing as well. Push, 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 push. Quite appropriate thing to say, come to think of it. Oh, I did that a lot quicker than I expected. Go away. Son of a bitch, he's coming in the other way. Push, 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 because here he comes. I saved, though. Shut up, dude. There we go, now jump! Oh. God, I hate Glaskin. He's the only character that really freaks me out. I'm fine.
Rather die.
Take care, leading blind, it's fine.
Be with me. And die.
Now, I honestly don't know what happens if you just stay on the elevator. Because obviously you just come out here, and that's it. But I have to keep moving. Because he's pretty persistent. There's no place like home. There's a head on a mannequin. He'll come from there. But I have to keep moving because now things get this is the worst bit of the game. Well, I say worst because now we get in here and we're safe. Yay! Yeah, obviously we're not. Now I think I jumped the gun. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We have to activate him first, and then I get in here. There we go. I jumped the gun a bit there.
Smell of my love's arbor. Darling, can't hide from me. You make yourself a gift for me. A delicacy to be unwrapped and unwrapped again. And savored.
He looks even freakier in the light. I don't really have to do anything for like 5 minutes now because it goes on for quite a while.
I've been a little vulgar. And I want to say I'm sorry. I just... You know how a man gets when he wants to know.
Sure.
But after the ceremony, I've made an honest woman of you.
Excuse me?
I'll be a different man. I want a family, a legacy, to be the father I never
I'll never let anything happen to our children. Not like...
Not like me, he might have been saying there.
I know you must be just as eager as I am to consummate our love. But try to enjoy the anticipation.
Lovely.
Here, darling.
Now that gas is clearly coming out of his finger. I don't think they actually modelled anything he's holding there. And I'm pretty sure... How long? Yeah, 12 hours. So by this time, Outlast, the first bit of Outlast has actually started. This takes place almost at the end of Outlast. So we've missed almost the entirety of Outlast now.
Darling.
Man, this gets fucked up.
To try to bleed less. I know the fair sex often endure the same wounds with more suffering, but you really need to make an effort.
Oh.
No, I'm so sorry, darling. Love isn't for everybody.
There's a guy in the background there. I've only just noticed that. Damn.
Hold still now, darling. All these unsightly hairs. Oh. Silky smooth.
Oh god, it's not silky, is it?
Like a little girl again.
Ugh. Why'd you have to say that?
No! No, don't! Please!
Oh, it's that extra bit at the end.
Oh God, you've given up. You're ugly. You've given up on love. You're not even worth streaming up. Oh God, bleed please. And die.
Oh. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think it definitely knows it's being a bit more silly than normal, I think. It's very much aware of it. I think it's kind of
amazing
it's deliberately going overboard with it.
You're going to be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
A woman has to suffer some things. It's not pleasant, I know. But just try to endure. For my sake.
You expect me to talk?
Of our children. It won't take long. A few snips at the flesh here and here. Cut away everything vulgar. A soft place to welcome my seed. To grow our family. The incision will hurt. And the conception. And birthing is never easy. Never cut fast. Just close your eyes and think of our children.
I'd rather not. Oh. He manages to get these clothes on quite quickly, if I remember. Somehow. See, he's just, there you go, done. I'm fully clothed again. Now we, unfortunately, are pretty, Hey, I got that recording. Nice. Still intact. I'm here, Lisa. I'm still me. Oh, I thought he was saying, heh. But no, he was saying he tried to make me his bride to cut me. Maybe I was wrong. Telling the world would only draw it here. Should this place just die and fester here, I won't tell the world. If it means spreading the infection, let it die alone, let it rot.
Here you are! Darling!
Bugger, 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 bugger. Son of a bitch! There's his room of people. Okay, he's a lot slower than I anticipated. Our feet may leave home, but not our hearts. Okay. Come on. It's not so much the fact that... There we go. Ow. It's not so much the fact that it's difficult. He's gone. What was I saying? Yeah, it's not that it's too difficult. It's that it just takes a bit of timing. If you get it, if you get the timing, then you can just kind of stroll through it quite literally. But if you get that timing wrong at the very beginning, then the whole thing's kind of a struggle. And I just realised I got no fucking batteries. Cheeky son of a bitch! You nicked my batteries. Don't need to keep. And yeah, here's his room of people. Ooh, I got a thing there. Look at that. I mean, that takes effort. That's a lot of effort. In just 12 hours? I mean, he's got a work ethic, rather. Bluebeard's wives. Bodies hanging like wet laundry, like skinned rabbits, men mutilated, hunted, and murdered. The shortest distance between any 2 points separates violence and ruined lust. Whatever story he's telling himself, he's not making women to bear his children, he's making women to kill them. Lisa, I want you to burn this place and any evidence it ever existed to the ground. Destroy the Murkoff Corporation, bury it in shame, take away its money, wipe it from history. This man thinks he's in love, he thinks the therapy made him better. Everything reeks of death, fear, piss and copper blood. Meat decomposing to game. That. Ooh, battery. Better than nothing, I suppose, but I've got to be careful now. Where the hell am I? Up there, really? No, I got... No, I'm not going up there, am I? No, I can't... No, that's not right. No, sorry. I remember a vent at some point. Ah, that... God, I'm an idiot. Okay. That limp is not helping at all. Oh. Wow. He did a lot better than the other guy. Oof. Okay. 1 second. I mean, I can understand that. One of the biggest issues is the lack of combat and any alternate ways to play the game. When your only option is to run, then really you're not giving players much reason to think of what actions to take, which in turn can lead to less tension and worry. I can understand that. However, the counter to that is that the game is not trying to be anything more than just a run and hide game. It starts out from the very beginning saying you do not have the option to fight. So it tells you what to do. It's not trying to be open-ended. It's not trying to give you extra things to do. Some games do. Some games can. This game does not. to me that doesn't sound like a detriment more than just that's just the style of game. And I can understand people not liking that, but that's just because you don't like the style of game. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a mistake, because it was deliberately designed this way. So I kind of reject the idea that it's a mistake. It's just the fact that this is a deliberate design choice, and that design choice, when you go into it knowing that, there is tension in there is worry in there, but it's a different kind than what you'd get from a game where you have multiple options to deal with a situation. That's my take anyway. Lovebug42. I'm not sure if I've mentioned you before, but hello. I think the game is scary, and that's what quenched my thirst for a good game. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what that means. Metraleta 88. If you could expand on what you mean by that, because I don't know which bit you're referring to. Enlighten me. Bear with me for a second. And yeah, that's a good point too. Too much combat can break the tension just as much as too much. When I point out other developers' mistakes, they'll say it's a feature, not a bug, so they don't have to fix it. Yeah, and that's a problem. However, there's a big difference between a very obvious bug and the entire ethos of a game. Because basically what we're saying here is the running and hiding is bad for the game. But that is the game. So in this case, it is a feature. I don't see that as much of an excuse. I mean, that's the game, you know. There's not much else you can say about it. It's designed to be that. It's said from the start to be that. So that is a feature. But anyway. If this was a real life situation, though, even the most terrified people would at least pick up a broken chair leg as a weapon of self-defense. Seems unrealistic he doesn't have at least that. Maybe. That's fine, Metroletta. I just wanted to... is it Metroletta? I know, that's fine. I just wanted to point out that I do understand that idea, but I also say sometimes everything works, and, you know, sometimes it can be too much, sometimes it can be not enough. And I think it's all on a sliding scale here. It's not funny that I dislike these kind of games. I like Amnesia and such, but I have my own looks when it comes to how horror games could work. Yeah, that's fine. And as you have made a game, which is better than I could ever do, frankly, you know, I bow to your greater experience. And it's all about personal opinion at the end of the day. It's what we each like, and everyone's different, you know. Metra Yetta? I endeavour to, you know, pronounce names properly, so I apologise if I don't do that. Anyway, enough about that. Let's continue. Yes. Torsos. Really messed up guys. Oh dear, 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 dear. It's like they took the criticism from the first part of Outlast. Too many dicks. And I was like, okay, fine, let's remove them. And they got a bit too literal with it. There he is again, you bastard. This is tricky. I think I'm safe until I find the key, to be honest. Ah, bollocks. But I got a battery that should keep me in good stead. Damn it. Right, yeah. Okay. Here comes the bride indeed. Because we have to snatch that, and it's behind us in very low frame rate. Hello. Crap, I think I went the wrong way immediately. Yes. Oh, he's gotten a lot more violent. There's no point in closing the door because he'll just open it again. Here we go. I made it. Because now we get a little cutscene. That's really confusing. Jump. Ah, you bastard, he hit me. Oh, that's right, we have to get through here. Now, before we continue, there's a really interesting moment. And again, it refers to bugs in games. But I've seen a really interesting bug where I don't know what causes it. I think if you die to Gluskin before you get to this point, for some reason, it will take you back before you get the key. And it will duplicate Gluskin. You'll actually get two Gluskins in the same scene. And it's really weird. Because you're like, how is he there and there? And then you realise there's actually two of them. That's never happened to me, but I've seen that happen, and it's quite weird. And it's like two Gluskins, and they act exactly the same. So they chase you, they sing, they talk, they do all that. It's really quite creepy. Almost like it was deliberate. But I doubt it was that deliberate because it was stupid. Ah, yep. Ow.
One more. I tried, and I tried. You all betrayed me. You can hang like the rest of them.
Would have been nice to get a bit more original with it, but never mind. Now, I don't know what happens here, because this is really confusing.
If this is you on the honeymoon, I hate to imagine our anniversary.
Like, watch. But for some reason, the thing collapses.
What are you? No! Damn it, darling!
Look. Oh, I got it. Sorry. See, for some reason then, because I fell...
We could have been beautiful.
Yeah, fuck off and die. And I don't know why he got dragged up, because he was literally just holding the rope. He could have just let go. Oh, I guess it is wrapped around his leg. I never noticed that before. I guess. That seems a bit weird, though. It's such a weird angle for him to be thrown up like that. It confuses me. It confuses me. Also, yeah, when there's two Gluskins as well, at this bit, you can actually see the one Gluskin who's impaled, but the duplicate is actually just suspended there in like the classic T pose. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, that's pretty much it, I think. We've just got a bit of clearing up to do. Well, he's dead. We don't really find out what happened to Manera. He never shows up ever again. Which is good, because he's annoying. We know what happened to Chris Walker. Oh, wait, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to be a completionist. Or at least try to be. I'm sorry. I gotta get the recordings. Hopefully I can still get them. Will it work? Where did he go? I come back in here and he's going to be disappeared now. There he is. Yeah, we go. Cool. Thank you. Sorry. I had to get that. A widower. He's dead. The amateur surgeon, father-to-be, husband. His guts shredded and pulled from his belly. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh God, Lisa, I swear to you, I'm trying. Just let it go. Who cares? Gotta remember to keep the thing up. And I think there's not much in the way of actual, having to run and hide. Oh, that's freaky. But yeah, that's what happened to the chapel. And where Father Martin was. So this takes place after. And technically, roughly, this would take place when we're downstairs running away from the Wall Rider. Give or take. It'd be a little bit after. We've got another note. Burning church. A chapel on fire in the distance. I didn't even know we had a church. Where's God when you need it? God's gone. Didn't you get the memo?
Yeah. What kind of sick fuck would do this to somebody? He even took his damn pants.
Tell you one thing.
Traeger.
Long enough dick and balls tonight to last me a lifetime.
Haven't we all?
Attached to a man. Let's wrap this up and get back to the truck.
This is the tactical whatever the hell they are. And of course, the tactical guys are doing what they always do and killing any witnesses. I remember this room. There's a document there. Ooh, and a battery. Not that I really need them anymore. Serve and protect. Corporate cops, mercenaries, private military contractors, whatever they call them now. They're as helpless as the rest of us. Need to get out, escape. Beyond hope. Rudolf Wernicke phase out. Dear sirs, the groundwork has been laid to ensure an uneventful egress from Rudolf Wernicke from structural and financial systems at Mount Massive. His advanced age should alleviate any suspicions among contractors and employees, among whom he has been cheerfully nicknamed the Crypt Keeper. And legally speaking, he died years ago. Now this is really interesting as well. I understand patients 14306.8, 14279.1/1 and 14868-1 have already been scheduled for transit. We're all terribly excited at the obvious profit potential of the new project. Not Project Wall Rider, by the way. New project. This is something different. My researchers have combed through Wernicke's files and found no mention of the 3 lucid dreamers. I think we can safely assume Wernicke was sufficiently distracted by the partial success of patient Billy Hope, along with his own infirmity, to be ignorant of the real discovery at hand. That shows that they actually found something different Even minimal exploitation of these resources is hard to overestimate. I only hope the new facility is sufficiently shielded to allow female staff, so I can see what comes with my own eyes. Respectfully, Helen Granat, Murkoff Legal Mitigation Department. There is another document I want to acquire that actually comes on from that. Seems like tactical teams killing witnesses has been a thing in games ever since Half-Life 1. Yeah, pretty much. I think Half-Life 1 is one of the first games to do it. But it's been in movies as well, let's be honest. Oh, shooting up the place. Oh, there you go. That's the end of Outlast. So the end of Outlast literally just happened then. That's a haunting image. I like it. What the hell? Okay. Nope. Now we're in the nice part of the facility. Well, I say nice. Nicer. That's something of note. We don't leave footprints like... Oh, yes, we do! Oh, brilliant! I thought... I walked a bit, and then I saw we didn't leave footprints, but for some reason... Yeah! I actually do leave footprints, and they are feet prints. Yeah! I was all but ready to criticize, but no, that's good. I like that. I like the effort. Again, it doesn't really do much, but I like the effort. Ah, now this... Is this the one that did it? I swear you could see images of the Wall Rider in the TVs. Or images of the morphogenic engine anyway. And yes, this is where we first entered the asylum. If you remember, this is the room we went into. We found a battery in there. Oh, hello. This might be the one I was looking for. A really creepy one. 3 blind dreamers. This is really creepy. I like it. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Mount Massive to Murkoff Ard Zeichner Facility. Now, we don't know what Zeichner Facility is, but obviously it's a facility elsewhere. Caution. Level 3 black security protocols, including chemical restraints, physical restraints, and separate adaptive hyperbaric chambers, I mean that's extreme, are to be used at all times in transit. Chemical stimulation is highly recommended for all personnel within 500 meters of the patients. Sounds like an SCP. Attempts at communications should be assumed to be hallucinations and disregarded. That's interesting. So any kind of communications they make, they might not actually be doing that, and they might just be fucking with your head. Facial disfigurement should not be taken as a sign of lost acuity. They are physically blind, but not unseeing. I love that line. That is so creepy. Security clearance for Project Wallrider will not apply to information regarding these 3 patients. Because they are not Project Wallrider, this is something different. New security clearance will be issued and appropriate protocol assigned. That's very interesting. What's going on? Okay. But yeah, the whole SCP thing. Interesting. Yep, we can go in here too. This is where we found the document. It's nice to see the old places again. And for some reason they have locked down this door, which was where the little cafeteria blood sink. No one in there anyway. Oh yeah, we came out here and the library is now locked down, which is a shame. I would like to have gone back in there. Yep, proclaim the Gospels. Everyone's pretty much dead at this point, if I remember. Nope. Where am I going? I'm not going down, am I? I came from this way. Let's go this way. Nope. Ooh, I've not seen that place before. I'm not going down, surely. Oh yeah, that's right. I got confused because I was a level up. I was a higher level than what I was, so I thought this would take me to the basement. I forgot that we were not on the ground floor yet. Anyway, we can now escape.
Mr. Park.
Huh? Oh, hello.
How the fuck are you still alive? Let's make a deal. You help me, I'll help you. God, I'm stuck like a pig.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, he's a terrible liar, which is odd considering he's a businessman. So pick up a piece of glass. Just pick up a piece of glass and use it.
Help me up, please.
I don't want to, but you're a dick anyway.
Fucking die.
Nice.
No one can know. No one.
And here comes the Wall Rider to save the day. I mentioned he was a bit like Genesis. Yeah, he wasn't worthy. And that's actually the first time we've seen the Wall Rider actually kill someone. Except, unless you count ourselves. I don't think we've actually ever seen it literally kill someone. We've heard him. Anyway, now we need to actually run. As the shadows spawn in. It looks weird during the day. But yeah, the Wall Rider's not done. That's interesting. I actually stumble less when I'm looking behind me. And we get to take Miles' car. I don't know why that's all locked down. Again, probably the Spec Ops guys. There you go. And there he is. There he is. Now the way he's carrying himself implies that's Miles as the new host. I mean, that would make sense. As the new host of the Wall Rider. Although in the comics that's not actually true. So I don't know what happened there. So we escaped at least, which is more than can be said for Miles.
You press that button. There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoics with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about, your wife, your child, there'll be nothing to Murkoff but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing here. You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice. But once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is fucked. But it's the right thing to do. Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
We don't get a choice here. We just press the button. So there you go. It would have been nice if they actually gave us the choice. Let's just stop that. So there you go. Outlast Whistleblower. Excuse me 1 second. But yeah, anyway, that's Whistleblower. I like the ending to that because it's kind of a bittersweet ending, but it's a better ending than Miles got. Let's be honest. Oh, give me a second. I need to have a post-game stretch. Oh, I'm all tense. Oh dear. In theory, next time we'll be doing Outlast 2. In theory. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Might take a break between Outlast games, but we shall see. Let me just let's stop that. Let's go back to that. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I really like Whistleblower because the DLC kind of it didn't really explain anything because nothing needed explaining. It just expanded on things and made things a bit more clearer. So yeah, but as always, gonna stick around for a bit. Not too long, but I'm gonna stick around for a bit if anyone wants to talk about anything or whatever. You know, or ask questions or anything like that, and then we'll be finished. Because how long have we been going for tonight? We're going quite long, actually. Oh, yeah. That's pretty long. But yeah. And I shall look into whatever... I shall look into doing some kind of Discord thing, maybe. I don't know. We shall see. If I can get my head round it. Because, quite frankly, it took me a while to get my head round streaming. Yeah, I think I do think the DLC ending is a bit more of a conclusion than the original. Yeah, because I always say that a film, a game, a story should be a beginning, a middle, and an end. You have to have an end, and in some ways, people kind of skip the middle and go from beginning to end. But that's a whole other thing I can talk about. My theories on that. It goes back to an article I wrote decades ago. Not decades ago, but ages ago. Oh, you're going? You're going, Trencher. Take care. I appreciate you coming out, as always. And I've had my rant for this evening. I don't think I'll be ranting it much tonight. Do you think the DLC craze is good? What? That's worded strange. And yes, I am referring to that Facebook post, or I call it an article because it was written originally as an article about the downer ending and how I do not enjoy it. But anyway, you can find it somewhere. God knows where it is now, but it's out there somewhere. Okay, thank you, Olin. I shall have a look. Have you ever played the Fallout games? Yes, of course. I've played Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, and I have a bit of experience with Fallout 2, as in the original Fallout 2, the top-down RPG thing. How do you pronounce your username, by the way? I think I'm mentally saying it wrong. Deusdaecon. Oh, are DLC a good thing? Do you mean a DLC? The DLC? That very much depends on the DLC. Because some companies, some games take the piss with it. But if it's solid DLC, like the Whistleblower DLC, totally worth it. I bought that immediately because it was good. What is a horror game that you absolutely hate? Trying to think. I mean, do the all those Slender clones count? Because they went mental with that shit. I hate those kind of crap. Take care. Fade out lines. I appreciate it. Yeah, including Slender the Arrival. I mean, Slender the Arrival is a weird one because at least it had some effort. Whereas all the others kind of just cloned the original Slender game. And let's be honest, the original Slender game was bare bones to begin with. So I don't know how you could expand upon that. Because it was the exact same formula every time. No, I haven't seen the Slender movie and I'm not going to. Fuck that shit. There's just some things... I might watch it in like a few years when I see it free on somewhere like Netflix. I might just subject myself to it then, but I'm not gonna make an effort to see it. Because frankly, it doesn't really deserve it. What about movie tie-in games? That's... Again, very much depends on the game, very much depends on the movie. I mean, I've played some good movie tie-in games. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I remember thinking, that's a good movie tie-in. The hell was it? Oh, I tell you what, the Wanted game, the game that was a tie-in to the Wanted movie, that was actually a pretty good game with some interesting mechanics. I enjoyed that. I did a Let's Play of that if you've not seen it. And that was fun. Oh yeah, the Wolverine game. X-Men Origins Wolverine, the game, is vastly superior to the movie. So yeah, it's very a mixed bag. I think it's directionally proportionate as well. If the movie is absolutely awful and there's still a game for it, chances are the game might be good. And yeah, you got to expect some Rule 34. There's Rule 34, literally, as the rule states, for everything. Are you fucking kidding me? Of course there's that Rule 30. Like I said, everything. Yes, the original Spider-Man 2 game was good. I never played it myself. Bear in mind, that's the PS2 game. The PC version was shit. That I do know. There is no Rule 34 Deusdaecon. Do not tempt them. And yes, of course, the new Spider-Man game looks... Apparently, it's really, really good. I'm hearing good things, which is quite rare for a Spider-Man game, let's be honest. Especially nowadays. But then again, you know, ever since Spider-Man came away from fucking Sony, and Sony stopped pushing their bullshit, maybe, you know... The only semi-good creepypasta is Candle Cove, which would make a good horror miniseries on Netflix. But all the rest of Jeff the Killer, all the rest like Jeff the Killer are boring or ungraded. I'm assuming you haven't actually seen the TV series based on Candle Cove then, because that actually already exists. It's called Channel Zero. Written by Max Landis, actually. Yeah, it's called Channel Zero. I personally found it... I don't know. I don't want to say it's bad, because it's not. It was just a bit too weird for me. Because you know me, I like a bit of logic. It kind of went a bit too much like The Void. Not enough logic for me. But you might enjoy it because you know the story. I didn't even know the story. So yeah, like I said, Channel Zero. And for the record, Channel Zero is kind of like American Horror Story in that it's taking different creepypastas and making them into a series. So the first series was based on Candle Cove, and the second series is based on something or other. And yeah, I hear mixed things about the Constantine game. That's the game that's based on the Constantine, the movie. I hear mixed things. I do want to play it though, because of course I do. Yes, I know they're making a Call of Cthulhu game. I'm sorry, but people keep telling me. And I've known for months. I've known for years. We have a Matt Ryan Constantine game. It's called Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Any other games like Jericho? There's no game like Jericho, let's be honest. Jericho's a weird one. I wish there were more games like Jericho. I wish that Mr. Clive Barker actually got off his fucking arse and made that sequel. Because he always proposed a sequel to Jericho. And I would have liked to have seen one. And again, yes, I know about the sinking city as well. I am very up to date with everything they're going on. I am just waiting them to be released now. I know, no, of course he won't. Of course he won't actually bother with it. I mean, the game's like, oh, what is it, 10 years now? Something like that. It's really old. There's no point in making a sequel now. It's never going to get a sequel. Unless somebody out there wants to make, you know, a spiritual sequel. Because I think there is a lot of legs in it. And yes, Constantine should technically be pronounced Constantine. He even, in the comics, he actually does pronounce it himself. He specifies that it's Constantine. However, when I say Constantine, I specifically am talking about the TV series and the movie, because that's how they pronounce it. There's a free Flash puzzle game based on The Outsider. Okay. That just seems wrong. That's like making a donut chain about Hamlet. And yeah, it doesn't come up much in the comics, but it does come up. But then again, maybe the pronunciation thing comes up. It varies between writers. Who knows? Currently, I'm in the beginning stages of working on my next game, which is a horror game taking place in a bizarre world. Well, if you need voice actors, let me know. I work for peanuts, seriously. Did you see he's going to be in Legends of Tomorrow? Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan, yeah. What is the best Boris Karloff movie you have ever seen? Wouldn't know, never seen one. I know that might be sacrilege, but I've never seen a Boris Karloff film, ever. Any of them. And yes, including the original Frankenstein. I know all about Frankenstein. I know, who's in it, what happens, and all that, but I've never actually seen it. Was that ever in debate? Of course you can hire me for peanuts. And yes, I know Boris Karloff's real name is William Pratt. Funny thing though, he actually had all his checks signed out to Boris Karloff, which technically wasn't legal. So technically he was never ever paid. Because he never actually officially changed his name. It was just a pseudonym. And don't insult my intelligence, Pyramid Head. You and I both know that when somebody says they work for peanuts, it's euphemistic. They don't mean literally. Take care, Quee Kendall. Nice to see you come out. I appreciate it. We're not going to be on much longer anyway. Say, a few more minutes. Just to sort of, this is like after being at the gym, you have the sort of downtime to sort of just calm things down and take it easy. Hello, J-Dog Knows Best 1. You're a bit late, unfortunately. We're nearly done. Let's double check what time we got. Oh, that's actually not too. That's actually not too bad. See, now I'm more anxious for an opening on your top tier Patreon, so I can request you do a Boris Karloff film, right? I will let everyone know when the Patreon request things open up. You will know beforehand. Thank you for coming out, Olin. Olin, was it? Olin Calyx. I appreciate it. Always appreciate everyone coming out to watch my bullshit. Okay. Yeah, that's about that. I'd say that's time. Okay. Let's think. What, if any, information? Not that I can think of. More than likely, the next thing you'll see will be another stream. Maybe Outlast 2, maybe something else. I don't know yet, because like I said, things are a bit hectic elsewhere outside of YouTube, so it's a bit difficult to actually sit down in front of the camera, unfortunately. I'm trying, though. I am trying. But thank you all for coming out. However many people have stuck around. And yeah, we shall continue whatever we shall do next time. And yes, I recommend Pyramid Head's live stream. You're currently live streaming Resident Evil 7, which is always fun. I would play it, but I think I've mentioned how my computer is shit. But never mind. Thank you once again. And I shall speak with you all again. Oh, that was it. Discord. I am going to be looking into Discord tomorrow. I will put on the Facebook page and the Twitter. If I get it up and running, I will probably actually need people to show up to test it to see what it's like anyway. So yeah, watch this space for that. We shall see, because I'm no good with new technology. Anyway, so yeah, that's about everything now. So until next time, until the next stream, I shall see you all. Until then, so good night, take care, have a good night, or day, depending on where you might be. I can never really get my head around that. And yes, thank you again. So good night, bon nuit to you all. I don't know why that's become a catchphrase. Anyway, take care, goodbye.